fellow students. Good morning and a warm welcome to 2023 SkillsFuture Work-Study Fair hosted by Ngee Ann Polytechnic. Today, we have the honor of having with us many special guests, including our guest of honor, Minister of State for Education and Manpower, Ms. Gan Xiao Huang. Can I please ask everyone to rise and give a round of applause to welcome Minister Gan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to express our gratitude to all the esteemed speakers and guests who have taken the time from their busy schedules to share their knowledge and their expertise with us. By being here today, you are taking a step into your lit future and getting a career head start with all the exciting events we've got in store for you. To current tertiary students or graduates, you get to discover the range of options that awaits your future career journey. You get to network and learn valuable insight from industry professionals, as well as choose from 18 webinars happening right after this to learn more about the opportunities in key economies such as care, digital, green, I 4.0, and more. Now, whether you're a student looking to start your career journey or a seasoned professional looking to pivot into something new, I'm sure that the SkillsFuture Work-Study Fair will have something for you. As the Minister of State for Education and Manpower, Mr. Gan has been an ardent advocate for continuous learning and growth. We are privileged to have her open our event by sharing her thoughts and insights on embracing the ever-changing world. Minister Gan, please.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Well, I recall being at the SkillsFuture Work-Study Fair just 2 years ago. I was very delighted to be back here and to know that the movement is growing strong. Well, thank you for inviting me to this event. The SkillsFuture Work-Study Fair is a key event in every SkillsFuture festival, as it underscores the importance of how we can succeed in our aspirations through different pathways for the students, and also importantly for the companies, the additional channels for you to be able to groom the talent and be able to help develop talent, skilled workforce in Singapore. The SkillsFuture Work-Study programs are designed to offer our students this alternative pathway in the education and training ecosystem. In addition to picking up skills and knowledge in the classroom, students learn on the job in companies that work with our educational institutions to co-develop and co-deliver significant portion of the curriculum. It's actually a very exciting and interesting path, and I believe it benefits tremendously, not just our students, but for the companies too. Companies to discover, the quality of our students, especially in our ITE and polytechnics, which are increasingly getting very talented students. Well, to date, more than 10,000 students have participated in SkillsFuture Work-Study programs, and over 2,400 companies have come on board as partner companies. Well, it's an amazing increase, from 15 programs in 12 sectors back in 2015 to now more than 200 SkillsFuture Work-Study programs across 35 sectors. Well done to our ITE and Polytechnic and to the companies who are in this journey with us. Thank you. This year, the theme for the Work-Study Fair is Step into Your Lit Future. It is timely for our current and prospective students, as an exciting journey awaits each of you as you embark on your future careers. Now let me share the value of work-study programs from a few perspectives: students, companies, and of course our IHLs. First, from the perspective of the students, I think some of you are here today. The work-study programs provide a head start in your careers. Trainees up to the post-diploma level are hired as employees in their host companies. The companies pay them a full-time salary, sponsor their course fees, and provide on-the-job training that help them attain a higher qualification and prepare them for higher job roles. I wish the parents are here too, because I think parents too need to know that work-study programs are very, very interesting proposition for the students. Well, Mr. Muhammad Haikal Razwan bin Ramli, he's an example of a student who has benefited from a SkillsFuture work-study program. Haikal joined the workforce at a young age as he did not do so well in his O-level exams. He found a technical support role at a music studio where he discovered his passion in information and technology and regained his confidence to deepen his tech skills. Now, after completing his national service, he enrolled in higher NITEC in IT systems and networks offered by the ITE and completed it despite challenging personal adversities and circumstances. Now, notwithstanding the difficulties that he was in, Haikal continued after his higher NITEC to pursue the work-study diploma, WSDIP, in IT system integration, which allowed him to earn a salary while studying at the same time. Now, during his WSDIP training, Haikal successfully implemented the Cisco Umbrella Cloud Security Platform for a school and was commended for his good work. In 2022, just last year, Haikal emerged as the top graduate of his WSDIP course and was awarded the Gold Course Medal as well as the SNAF Gold Medal this year. His training company, Avodac Private Limited, recognized his contributions and his positive work attitude and promoted him from a junior network engineer to a network engineer upon his graduation. Haikal plans to continue upgrading by pursuing a degree in computer science or cybersecurity in the future. Well, it is, an unusual journey, but we hope that we can see more students, especially those, who have the passion, the interest, to have such opportunities. And it's also made possible because of companies that are enlightened and progressive, willing to take on students, to give them a chance, especially for our late bloomers. Like Haikal, many students have benefited from the Head Start and work-study programs. In surveys across the years, more than 9 in 10 graduates were employed within 6 months after completing their work-study programs. Their median monthly salary had also increased compared to what they had received at the start of the program. Building on these success stories and good progress, we will continue to grow work-study programs to help students gain industry experience and fulfill their career aspirations. Now next, from the company's perspective, work-study programs provide a talent pipeline to meet their business needs. About 9 in 10 employers tell us that the work-study trainees have added value to the companies during their stint. The program has helped students to bridge their skills gaps, allowing them to apply the knowledge acquired to their job roles in the companies. The work-study programs are designed such that the trainees will graduate with not just high qualification, but also skills that meet the company's needs. Now, participating companies view the programs as an effective way to recruit and develop talent, which is particularly valuable in our tight labor market. Now, third, for the IHL's work-study programs enable them to deepen their connectivity to the industry, growing their network of partners as they partner companies to develop and deliver the curriculum. This is enabled in part by workplace learning capabilities that the IHLs are building across enterprises and support that they provide to companies to develop their in-house training roadmap. For example, through NACE, the National Center of Excellence for Workplace Learning, and ITE's Certified on-the-Job Training Centers. Working with industry to develop new work-study programs is key. This is especially so for Infocom technology sector, where the skills demands are always evolving, and we need to nurture a local pool of IT talent to support the growth in the digital economy. Today, I'm pleased to announce that NCS, a leading tech services provider in the Infocom tech sector, will be partnering Ngee Ann Polytechnic, Republic Polytechnic, and Singapore Polytechnic to launch 2 new SkillsFuture work-study programs for growing such sector. Ngee Ann Polytechnic will roll out the SkillsFuture Work Studies Certificate in Full Stack Development, and Republic Polytechnic and Singapore Polytechnic will jointly deliver the SkillsFuture Work Studies Certificate in Software Engineering. Both certificates, which can lead to relevant part-time diplomas, will equip participants with the latest technologies and practices to be placed into job roles such as associate software engineer and application developer. In addition, Singapore Polytechnic and Temasek Polytechnic will be launching 7 new SkillsFuture work study programs in sectors such as design, energy, chemicals, and wholesale trade in just a couple of months' time. And it's still growing. Now, given the value that work study programs can offer, I like to encourage more companies to come on board and help mainstream these programs as another pathway in our higher education and training system. I think we have a lot to catch up on. We have about 200,000 companies, and I think there's a lot of space for us to grow work-study programs in Singapore. To the prospective students here today, I urge you to consider the opportunities offered by work-study pathway to kickstart your career with one of the many employers who are committed to help you develop your career aspirations. With that, I want to thank Ngee Ann Polytechnic for hosting today's program, and also I want to wish everyone a rewarding experience at this year's SkillsFuture Work Study Fair and SkillsFuture Festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Gan. That was indeed an inspiring opening. Next up, we have another very special guest to deliver our keynote address. A visionary leader who has witnessed firsthand the rapid changes in the market and career landscape, our next speaker will offer a compelling look into current market trends, adapting to industry demands, and embracing the latest technologies. Mr. Sam Liu, Managing Partner at NCS, please. Thank you.
A very good morning, guests of honor, Ms. Gan Xiao Huang, Minister of State, Education and Manpower, Mr. Lim Kok Kiang, PCEO, Ngee Ann Polytechnic, PCEOs, Deputy PCEOs, DCEOs of Polytechnics and ITEs, Mr. Tan Kok Yam, Chief Executive, SkillsFuture Singapore, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to join you today. Thank you for having me. My name is Sam Liu, and I'm the Managing Partner of NCS GovPlus Strategic Business Group, responsible for the government business in Singapore and globally. I'm also the current President and Fellow of the Singapore Computer Society, which has a membership of 54,000 members. In the context of learning, I currently serve on a number of School of Computing boards and advisory committees in SMU, Singapore Polytechnic, and Republic Polytechnic. Through these varied roles, I'm fortunate to gain insights into the talent development opportunities and challenges faced by the tech industry here in Singapore. I'm also particularly keen on how our youths juggle work while carving out fulfilling tech careers in a work-study model. The annual SkillsFuture Singapore Work Study Fair serves as a platform where industry representatives from SkillsFuture Singapore, ITEs, polytechnics, and various industries come together to showcase and share the range of work-study options available for tertiary students and graduates as they transition into the next phase of their lives. This year's theme for the fair is Step into Your Lit Future, which encourages individuals to take a proactive approach towards their future. By participating in work-study programs and embracing continuous learning and transformation, individuals can chart a course towards a promising and successful future in this ever-changing world. The significance of work-study programs cannot be understated. Work-study programs offer a valuable alternative pathway post-graduation, opening doors to numerous career and skills-building opportunities. Through work-study programs, participants are able to gain practical skills and real-world experience, bridging the gap between theory and application. Participants can earn a full income, like what Minister pointed out, while learning, reducing their own financial burdens, and obtaining valuable industry exposure and networking opportunities. This combination of theoretical knowledge and practical experience enhances employability, accelerates career progression, and fosters job satisfaction. Gaining practical industry-relevant skills puts employees in a strong position. These benefits make work-study programs a compelling option for individuals seeking a holistic and fruitful approach to education and career advancement. Let me now talk about what we do in NCS. At NCS, we firmly believe there are multiple pathways to success, and that work-study programs are powerful ladders for our employees' career and professional development. These initiatives are underpinned by our corporate values and centered around enhancing work lives of our employees by providing ample development and self-improvement opportunities while they work. NCS's work-study program follow a true train framework to develop local tech talents. These programs are designed for individuals who wish to start work after graduation, but also have aspirations to further their studies at the same time. NCS employees under our work-study program are regarded as full-time staff with equal opportunities for promotion and salary increments. Furthermore, NCS will sponsor the work-study program fees throughout the study period with no bond obligations. Our programs cater to individuals with diverse educational backgrounds ranging from NITEC, higher NITEC, diplomas, degrees, and even masters, enabling our employees to explore multiple pathways of growth and development. In doing so, NCS is also building our own timber by cultivating our unique talent pool in Singapore and fostering our organization's distinct identity here in Singapore. With that, let me explain more about the work-study programs offered. The first work-study program is the Ignite program, which we had launched earlier this year. It is a 2 to 3 year work-study program tailored for NITEC and higher NITEC graduates to pursue a diploma while working with us in NCS. Sponsored by NCS with no bond obligations, participants can pursue their diploma while gaining practical experience through apprentice-based learning. They will be given opportunities to do high-impact work, such as troubleshooting complex issues using tech infra and software control tools, and providing on-site technical support on one of our many NCS engagements. The program also offers participants the flexibility to select from various ICT specializations, including cloud, network, systems, and software engineering, while providing the chance for job rotations. The comprehensive and dynamic program paves the way for NITEC or higher NITEC holders to excel in their careers in NCS while pursuing a diploma at the same time. Let me illustrate this through a real NCS example. Rosina Wati binti Rosman, she's cringing now, also known as Neela, who joined us on our NCS Ignite program. Neela's journey started when she initially interned with NCS as an IT care desktop engineer from July 22 to December 22. I did do a check. Through her dedication and hard work, she has now graduated from ITE as a NITEC holder. Subsequently, she joined our NCS Ignite program, where she is now an Ops Support Executive for NCS's End-User Computing and Service Desk practice. Alongside her role here in NCS, Neela also concurrently pursued her diploma in Cloud Management and Operations Infrastructure Support specialization, showcasing her commitment to continuous growth and development. Neela is with us today. I would like to invite her to stand up so we can acknowledge her. Thank you, Neela, and thank you for wearing the infrastructure yellow, right, that represents your team. Keep up the good work. The second work-study program is the Fusion program. It is a 3 to 4 year work-study program tailored for Polytechnic graduates to pursue a degree while studying or while working with us. This program is specifically designed to equip diploma holders with extensive on-job training, technical expertise, and invaluable industry experience while pursuing a degree at the same time. Participants will be able to pursue a degree in IT, either with SIT or SIM, or fully sponsored by NCS. The first 50% of the degree course will be sponsored during the course of the studies, and the remaining 50% will be provided upon graduation for the active employee. Now, we designed this to make sure there's an incentive for you to complete your course. Hence, the full course fee will be fully borne by NCS with no bond obligations. As part of the program, participants will be able to choose from various ICT specializations such as cloud, cybersecurity, data analytics, software engineering, and systems, as well as network infrastructure. Let me share yet another example of a beneficiary from our Fusion program, Ishan Nusakit, who is currently a cyber analyst at NCS. He's enrolled in the NCS Fusion program, pursuing a degree at the same time. A few months ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Ishan, and of course I grilled him quite a bit, who shared with me his education journey. He was studying in information technology at ITE when he first started, and later, upon graduation, pursued a cyber and digital security course at Temasek Polytechnic. Presently, he's a participant in our NCS Fusion Work-Study program, where he's pursuing a degree in applied computing at Singapore Institute of Technology. Ishan's dedication and drive have led to outstanding achievements in his education and career journey. He has also been mentioned on the recent Parliament MCI Committee of Supply debate on the 28th of February by Senior Minister of State, Mr. Tan Kiat Hao, as an example of a beneficiary of our work-study program. I know Ishan is also here with us today. Can I invite him to stand up so we can recognize him? And thank you for wearing your cyber security dark grey t-shirt. Do connect with him after the proceedings and during the break to learn more about his experience. The final work-study program is the Nucleus program. It is a meticulously structured 5-year work-study program designed for university graduates seeking to excel in their chosen field of specialization. As you can see, it is not for the faint-hearted. Employees who are part of the Nucleus program can develop their ICT skills by either pursuing a NUS ISS Masters of Technology through stackable graduate certificates or attaining industry professional certifications. Through this program, participants can explore diverse specialized tracks. NCS participants since 2019 include software engineers, communications engineers, data and analytics consultants, infrastructure engineers, cyber consultants, and also, since last year, account and sales executives. During the Nucleus training program, employees are also provided with professional coaching and mentoring, fostering personal and professional growth. The Nucleus pathway serves as a launching pad for university graduates to delve into specific skill sets and accelerate their careers in their chosen and desired domains. Now, to give it all a little bit more flavor, here's my report card and a rough statistical breakdown of the employees in NCS who are already part of our work-study program as displayed on the screen. As you can see, these programs are real and in demand. NCS has carefully designed a comprehensive learning journey that spans across various graduates from ITE, polytechnics, as well as universities. Today marks a momentous occasion as we sign the MOU between NCS, Ngee Ann Polytechnic, Republic Polytechnic, and Singapore Polytechnic. Our collaboration aims to further our partnership to fuel the NCS Ignite program in jointly developing a curated work-study diploma program in software engineering and development for ITE graduates, a hot topic in today's marketplace. In addition, the partnership will also further internship and career opportunities for polytechnic students. This will be a significant milestone for all of us on behalf of NCS. We are incredibly thrilled to embark on this partnership with the polytechnics together. Most importantly, the course fees will be borne by NCS with no bond obligations. Since I have a captive audience today, right, students in particular, considering the work-study program, I would like to share and offer a few words of advice to those who are graduating and concurrently or currently thinking or at a crossroad of deciding which path to embark upon. Number one, work-study program can be challenging. While considering work-study programs as one of your options, remember that this path may not be suitable for everyone. It requires discipline, focus, and good time management to juggle work, studies, and personal life all at once. That said, while the challenges may seem daunting, they also present valuable opportunities for personal growth and development. Embrace the difficulties as stepping stones to success, and remember that your investment in balancing work and study will lay a solid foundation for a promising and rewarding career. In my younger days, my seniors would tell me, whatever don't kill you makes you stronger. Number two, continuous learning and upskilling is important in today's ever-changing world. Based on a Gartner report published in 2021, 33% of skills listed in a typical job posting in 2017 are no longer necessary in 2021. And according to the same Gartner report, job postings now demand 10% more skills, 10% compared to previous years. Employers are looking for employees with vastly different skill set than what they were searching for less than a decade ago. With statistics showing that skills are dynamic, it becomes crucial for individuals to embrace lifelong learning. Adopting a growth mindset is paramount in this day and age, as it enables one to view challenges as opportunities and adapt with its ever-changing landscape. By continuously seeking new knowledge and skills, we not only stay relevant in our current roles, but also open up doors to exciting career advancements and personal development. The journey of learning is a lifelong one, and those who proactively invest in their growth are better equipped to thrive in today's world. Number three, above all, find joy in everything you do. Discover what truly motivates you and derive satisfaction from the work you're doing. Whether it is a passion for a particular field, a sense of purpose in your work, or the opportunity to make a positive impact in the work that you do. Understand your sources of motivation. Understanding that well can ignite a sense of enthusiasm in whatever you're doing. Furthermore, learning to genuinely enjoy what you're doing can significantly enhance your productivity, overall satisfaction, and improve your mental health. When you find joy in your tasks, challenges becomes opportunities for growth, and success becomes even more rewarding. Cultivating this mindset allows you to approach each day with a renewed sense of purpose, making your personal and professional journey more fulfilling. In conclusion, sorry for the long speech, for those of you who are exploring the various work-study options, keep in mind the overarching theme of this year's study fair, Step into Your Lit Future. This journey may be challenging, but it is one filled with incredible potential and opportunities. Embrace change, shape your future, and step into a world of growth and achievement. Let us move forward with determination, curiosity, and a commitment to embrace our lit future. Thank you for having me, and have a wonderful event ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Liu. We've definitely learned a lot from your expertise and experience. All right, as Mr. Liu has mentioned, I'm pleased to announce that NCS, leading tech services provider in the region, will now sign a memorandum of understanding with Ngee Ann Polytechnic, Republic Polytechnic, and Singapore Polytechnic to launch new SkillsFuture work-study programs in the ICT domain. May we now invite the following parties on stage for the signing of the MOU. The signatories, again, NCS Managing Partner, Mr. Liu, Ngee Ann Polytechnic Principal, Mr. Lim, Singapore Polytechnic Principal, Mr. So, and Republic Polytechnic Deputy Principal, Mr. Bu, as well as our witnesses, Minister Gan, as well as SkillsFuture SGC, Mr. Tan Kok Yam. Thank you. I will now invite the table parties to sign the memorandum. Through this MOU, NCS will partner the polytechnics to jointly roll out new work-study certifications that lead to diplomas in full-stack development and software engineering. These work-study programs will equip participants with the latest technologies and practices while supporting the growth and advancement of the IT sector. All right, we'll now have a photo taking session. I will leave you in the good hands of the photographers. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Our guest of honor, Minister Gan, will also now take a leave from this event. We are very grateful for the time and for the wonderful opening speech that set a tone for the 2023 Work-Study Fair. Thank you very much, Minister Gan. All right, everyone, may I now direct your attention to the big screen where we'll be showing a personal and relatable glimpse into what the work-study programs are like for students just like you.
For me, I'm doing the aircraft maintenance license training.
I did my post-diploma in biomedical technologies, which led me to do my degree in biomedical engineering.
Fun, exciting, yet challenging.
It's an opportunity and another option. You don't have to just jump straight to uni.
I'm actually able to reduce my category B 1.1 license from 5 years to just 3.5 years. 1.1 is actually airframe, structures, engine. Then 1.1 is how you have 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, which symbolize helicopter and other stuff.
Because I was unsure of what I wanted to do in the future, so I wanted to gain this experience through the work-study program to see if this is what I really wanted to do.
Being able to draw a salary, at the same time for me, I'm actually being trained by instructors that are also aircraft engineers from the industry, makes the training extremely realistic, as if working on live aircraft in a hangar.
You can earn and study at the same time, as well as get to know what the environment of this industry is like.
My family, my girlfriend and my bosses, they told me that this program will actually bring me far in my career.
The biggest support was definitely from my company and my bosses who encouraged me to take up this program.
Communication is extremely important. We have to communicate with our ground handlers, our pilots, our check-in agents to ensure that aircraft is not delayed and we return the aircraft to service safely and timely.
For me, it'll be working well with others, as in the workplace there are a lot of other people you have to work with, and this goes hand in hand with communication. Persevere on when things get tough, because the end result is worth it.
When you face challenges, don't actually walk away from them. Be there to stay with the team, then you'll learn something from it.
The journey may be challenging, but the experiences and skills learned are definitely worth it.
If you have the passion for it, don't think, just do.
All right, we have now come to the next segment of our event, which is the Fireside Chat. Now, in today's fast-paced and ever-evolving job market, the importance of hands-on experience cannot be overstated. This is where we find ourselves at a pivotal point where traditional educational pathways and professional experiences converge. Now, what if we could combine this experiential learning with formal education? Work-study programs, often referred to as Earn as you study, present a very compelling option for individuals seeking the best of both worlds. Today, we are honored to have a panel of experts and individuals to share their first-hand experience in work-study programs with us. Their insights and their stories will shed light on how work-study programs are going forward. They're going to be taking a bigger industry role. So, may I introduce our panelists for today's dialogue session? Starting with our moderator and very own CET Academy Director, Dr. Christy Chung. From SUSS, we have Professor Guan Chong, Director of Center of Continuing and Professional Education. From NCS Group, we have Ms. Lance Fu, Senior Talent of Talent Acquisition. From SkillsFuture Singapore, we have Mr. Fu Piao Cho, Group Director, Training Partners Group. And from Sankyu Singapore, we have Mr. Ronnie Lim, GM of Human Resources and Admin, and Angel Pei, a current in-flight work-study program student and HR officer working at Sankyu. All right, as we engage in this dialogue, I encourage all of you here with me to ask questions, share your experiences, and also embrace the diversity of perspectives that enrich this discussion. You can see there's a QR code on the screen right here next to me. Feel free to scan the code and ask questions. Now, without further ado, let's begin our exploration into the question: can work-study programs give me the best of both worlds? Dr. Chung, over to you.
Mic test. Can you hear me? Can, huh? All right, very good morning. Wow, I love the energy. Now, let me take attendance first, okay? I can't see you properly with my reading glasses, so let me take it down first. Huh? Good morning, ITE. Where are you? Yes, I love your energy, ITE. Yes. If I get my alpha order wrong, it's because it's too early in the morning, okay? But I make sure I cover all the polys. Good morning, Republic Polytechnic. Where are you? Love you. All right, next up. Good morning, Singapore Polytechnic. Where are you? Yeah, all right. Next. Good morning, Nanyang Polytechnic. Where are you? Woo! Okay, and good morning, Temasek Polytechnic. Where are you? Yes, suddenly the energy level like a bit low already, huh? But never mind, let's end up with a big bang, okay? Good morning, Ngee Ann Polytechnic, where are you? Whoa, lovely, lovely. Okay, so good morning greetings is done. Next thing is, you know, sometimes when we come for a conference or a seminar, we kind of feel a bit awkward, like we don't know the person next, left and right, right? So, just help me get the ball rolling. Can you turn to the person to the right and the left? Are you having a lit morning? Go. Tired already, tired already. I hear the front row say, wow, tired already, tired already. Last night I had a really good dinner tutorial with my 5 children at home, and they were sharing with me, Mom, you don't use lit on a morning. You say lit like, do I look lit? You look lit, you know? Okay, but anyway, we got the ball started. Now this morning's fireside chat, fire, lit, you know, you get it, huh? It's about, can work-study program give me the best of both worlds, right? But I pause there for a moment. I'm cognizant of the fact that majority of the audience here today are the younger learners. So from an education and career guidance point of view, may I invite the panelists to first share your job role and what do you do in the typical work day? Very quickly, right? Just to tease the minds of our young learners here, yeah?
Testing, testing. Testing. Oh, hi. Okay. My name is Angel Pei. I'm in human resource. What I do daily would be handling medical expenses summary, medical claims, and mostly training scheduling. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Angel. Over to you, Ronnie.
Testing.
Yes, can hear.
Go on, Zandy. What did I just did? Oh, it's typical day. We will greet people by saying, go on, Zandy. What does that mean? Be safe. And we can use it in the morning, we can use it in the afternoon, we can use it anytime. Yeah? That is our trademark. So can I just do the same thing? Can you repeat after me? Go on, Zandy.
Go on, Zandy.
Well done, well done. Thank you. You are already eligible to join Sankyu Singapore. Okay, typically my day starts off very early. I'll be in by about 7:30. As you can see, I'm not a very young guy, although I look young. I graduated from Ngee Ann Poly in 1988. Yeah, so it's coming back home. It feels really good. And surprisingly, coming back as a panelist. Okay, as general manager, you do a lot of approval, things, boring stuff, signing checks, going to the bank, token, and then approving, things like that. But I'm more interested in doing Kaizen, right? And what is Kaizen? Today I introduced another term. Kaizen in Chinese means 改善, right? It's actually called continuous improvement. So one of my key function is to ensure that every day when I come in, this is part and parcel of my work, right? Seeing where areas where we can improve. So I like to, again, to introduce another word called SOFT. See it, own it, fix it thoroughly. Yeah? So I'm not sure whether the acronym is out there, but I felt good about it. So that's about all I do every day,
Thank
How
you
fun is that? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ronnie. General Manager Sun Q, yeah? So that's a job role of a General Manager. We have also heard from Angel, job role of a HR Executive. Let's move to Mr. Zhou. Mr. Fu. Yeah, sorry, Biao Zhou.
Hi, morning
yes.
everyone. My name is Biao Zhou and I'm from SkillsFuture Singapore. Okay, my boss is here. So officially I start my work at 6:30 in the morning and at 11:30. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a signal for,
Yeah.
PB, CE.
Okay, so I look after a group in SkillsFuture. We are called the Training Partners Group. What we do is we connect with training providers, the institutes of higher learning, private training providers, and we work with them to mount continuous education and training programs for Singaporeans. Now, what do I do in a typical day? The best person to answer this is actually my children, because they will ask me, I asked them the other day, hey, what do you think I do actually? Then they will just say, you talk all day long. Every day just talk on the phone. I don't know what you do actually. So I'll just share two insights about what I do during my talk. Okay, the first one is I always make it a point to ask, how can I add value to you, to the person I'm talking? Because in the workspace, a lot about what we do is about figuring out what are the problems to solve. How can I help you? I think if we start with that mentality, I think we get to the root of what are some of the problems that people face and how we can make things better. The second thing is, it's something that I hope to encourage more of my peers is, what did you learn today? Because I think it's so important for us to figure out, have we learned something new today? If we go through the day and then we didn't learn anything, and we can be learning from successes and failures, particularly mistakes, if we don't learn from it, we will continue repeating the same thing day in and day out. So I think these are the two things that I hope to carry through the conversations in a day. Okay, that's all.
Thank you very much, Biao Zhou. Next, Lance.
Hi everyone, I'm Lance. I'm really privileged to be here to actually continue the conversation that Mr. Sam Liu has actually continued earlier on. So I'm currently from NCS. I'm also representing Singtel Group. So what do I do in Singtel NCS Group? I actually do talent acquisition. So just to share a little bit about myself, I have a son that is 17 years old, and my best friend's son is also probably among you today. He is currently studying in Ngee Ann Poly. So when I gave him this advice that actually in NCS, we do have a work-study program that will see him through from after diploma to degree, he was really excited about it. And he told his mom, and my best friend came to me and said, how come you didn't tell me about such a good deal? I could put my son into your hands and you can take care of both his education and his work. And I said, of course. And this is not just for people who we knew. I would like all of you to think about what we can go forward and do. So talent acquisition here in NCS, we take care of from the interns all the way to fresh graduate, experienced hire, and to the C-suite. So I'm very privileged to be able to actually be in this company to represent them, to take talents forward for their career in Singapore. That's what I do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lance. Thank you. Prof. Guan.
Yeah, very nice to meet everyone here. My name is Chong, and I'm from SUSS. So I look after the CT cluster in SUSS, and I believe as CT folks over here, we know every day's work is different. Every day is a different day. But I will summarize my work in one word, which is partnership. So without the partnership over here with our corporate partners, with our organizational partners, with our IHL partners, polytechnics partners, and we cannot complete all this work without you. So most importantly, one word, partnership, and later on we'll be sharing more about our partnership in work-study programs and the benefits that we offer together with our partners. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof. Guan. So the reason why I started a question about what do we do in a typical day of our work lives is for the young learners, right, we really never know. Someday down the road, someone will walk up to us and say, hey, you know, I saw you on stage saying this the other day, and that's the reason why I pursued this particular career journey. So that's the reason why I started that off. And you can see that from the panel, we have a very balanced distribution of an in-flight learner, right, Angel. And then we have from the employer's point of view, Ronnie, Lance. And we've got the policy maker point of view, right? So from a policy angle, from a funding angle, what does work-study program bring along? And of course, you know, our valued partner here, the Autonomous University. Because I'm sure, how many of you out here not thinking about articulating to Autonomous University? None, right? All of us are always in this aspirational desire. I want to do more. I want to have my uni degree. And that's why the presence of Prof. Grant is so important. Okay, so let me move into the topic today. Can work-study program provide me the best of both worlds? Now, before we even discuss this topic, it's very important to define what the worlds are. And the person best to help us define that will be none other than Angel. So Angel, from your point of view as a current learner in a work-study program, what are these two worlds? Are there more worlds?
In my point of view, best of both worlds that this program would provide me would be being able to pursue a diploma after my higher NITEC especially, and also being able to earn money and help out with the household daily expenses. And also being able to apply what I've learned in my studies into my everyday work. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Angel. Right, so those are the two worlds typically in an in-flight learner's point of view, yeah. I can upgrade, and at the same time, I can help out with family expenses. Okay, so now let me bring this conversation to Prof. Guan, right? How big is this studies world in the work-study program? Like, is it just restricted, you know, to the current work-study programs that we see? Are there more coming from the autonomous universities? Is there a natural breach, you know, from the work-study programs that ITE and polytechnics offer to the university? The best person to help us with that question is none other than Prof. Guan. Prof. Guan, please.
Yeah, thank you for the question. And I'd like to highlight the nexus between the polytechnics and the autonomous universities very, very close. And at this moment, we have over 25 programs working together with the 5 polytechnics and growing, keep growing. We are expanding these offerings. So for students who participate in our work-study posted and with stackability, they can get up to 20 credit units of credit recognition from SUSS with the various programs that with the matching learning outcomes. So we are deeply impressed by the work-study programs offered by the various polytechnics in terms of their academic rigor and their applied focus. And we think this is the best to offer to you guys, and we hope that you can come on board soon, quickly with us. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prof. Guan. So actually, for the rest of us who may not be aware, there's actually a master collaboration agreements between the polytechnics, ITE, and some of the autonomous universities that grant, like what Prof. Guan said, you know, module exemptions should the graduates from the work-study program that we offer articulate into the university. And SUSS is one autonomous university that's really rolling out more work-study degree programs. Likewise, the other AUs as well, right? So it doesn't just stop at the programs that we currently see. There are more upcoming and in the degree space. And the autonomous universities and polytechnics and ITE, collectively we call ourselves POLITE. Very I mean, frequently we organize joint career fairs or joint education fair, and recently we just had one. Maybe Prof, you want to share a bit more about that joint education fair?
We are very heartened to host a series of events, mostly focusing on outreach and building the close connections between polytechnics and SUSS, and also I believe other autonomous universities are approaching providing the same approach. So recently, our events together with Ngee Ann Polytechnic is very, very well attended. We're so heartened to see so many people coming to us, checking out our booths and looking at our program brochures, exchange ideas with our head of programs, and we hope more of you could come to us.
Thank you so much, Prof. Guan. Now I sense the energy level a bit low, so I'm going to try to, because our energy level is also one statistic that SkillsFuture Singapore measure us on, as an event organizer to pass the test, okay? So after what we have heard from Prof. Guan, I know there are some parents who are with us today. Can I have hands wave, the parents? Parents, where are you? Parents? Yes? I see, does that address your concern about, does Prof. Guan sharing actually assure you that work study is, the work study programs that we currently have is not the end, but there are further articulation pathways? I see a mummy there. Does it? Parents, where are you? Okay, sorry, parents a bit shy lah, But maybe I can speak from my own experience, right? 5 children, definitely. As a mom of 5, the presence of work-study program, in fact, for my number 3, I'm telling her, please go and pursue one. All right? And it really doesn't stop there. There are multiple pathways, and with the partnership with Autonomous University, there's definitely an inroad into the university degree. Now, we have heard from Angel and we have heard from Prof, right? What are the 2 worlds? And then it doesn't stop just at Poly and ITE. There's actually a pathway into university. I'd like to hear from the employers. How many of us here want to hear from the employers? Hello, hello? I stand in between you and your break, yes, thank you, thank you. Okay, so maybe we hear from Ronnie first, right? Ronnie, now, I recall this is your 2nd or 3rd batch of work-study learners already. What are some of the challenges and benefits you see in helping grow your business? Challenges first, then benefits of the program in helping you grow your business.
Go on, Zeni. I got no energy. I'm sorry. Okay, as an employer, I think one of our biggest challenges is to attract young, talented minds like all of you out there. Now, we are not in the very sexy, savvy IT business, whereby, where the government are pushing digitalization and things like that. We are in the logistic business and engineering, things that the younger generation tend to shy away. So for us, I think, how can we attract those who are interested is one of our biggest challenge, attracting you to join us. Yeah.
And how about some of the rewards, some of the benefits that we have seen by participating in the work-study program?
We have 2 candidates in the first batch, Angel and Masira. And I think we really are very amazed at how fast they learn. You're like, a new sponge. The learning speed is just fantastic. I think the existing staff are a little bit shaken by how fast you guys are progressing. Yeah. So one of the things which I felt that good that you step up is, to ask when you do certain things, why are you doing that? Understand the process. Don't just follow blindly. I don't think the younger generation follow blindly, by the way. Yeah. That's all I have.
Thanks very much, Ronnie. All right, so yes, he has certainly reaped benefits, but he's asked for potential work-study learners is don't take status quo for granted. Even when you do join his company, ask questions, challenge the status quo, but ask it nicely, all right? That's where improvements and innovations will take place, yeah? Thank you so much, Ronnie. Now, let me just take one of the questions from the floor, highly voted question. And Lance, I will need your help with this question. All right, it says, as a soon-to-be graduate from the Polytechnic, I have not yet done any work experience. How does the selection process work? And how do I improve my chances to be eligible? Lance, trouble you.
Thank you, Christy. I think the answer here is just one word: internship. So what happened is in NCS, we're currently the largest employer for interns. This year alone, my team has actually hosted 600 interns from different IHLs. So you can actually have a flavor of it. It could be a short intern of about 12 weeks that I think is pretty common here in polys. I think moving forward, you guys are also actually implementing 1-year internship. So across that, you can actually join NCS to be able to have a flavor of the different roles that we have. It could be in the cyber team, it could be in infrastructure team, it could also be with the data team. So having said that, even in the, so just a flavor, for example, in NCS, we do take interns that are actually willing to cross over to the different industry. If let's say you're doing business administration, but you want to try something that's closer to ICT, you could try data analytics. And that's something that we do encourage you to take. And vice versa, if you're in data or in tech, you could also join my team to do talent acquisition and understand a little bit more about how to interact with people. So I would say that the opportunity to do internship will grant you that skill set to interact and understand the work life, and also at the same time, probably find out what is the next course that you want to take. This is something that we will encourage our interns to do.
Thank you so much, Lan. So internship is the road, the inroad into a work-study program. Yeah, and in fact, over at Ngee Ann Polytechnic, gradually more and more of our PET programs are hopping onto 1-year internships. And we highly encourage young learners amongst us to do even multiple internships as a career test drive, right? I mean, we never know what will suit us unless we try. And that's possible if you do take on multiple internships, Lance. I'd like to follow on from your sharing. Now, in addition to internships, like in your selection criteria, what other skills and qualities do you look for? Yeah, maybe the softer side of things, in your selection process.
I think, to be really honest, when we actually look at all of you, when you are here to apply for something, that already it's an incentive to us, meaning that you've already taken a step forward. To really look around, actually there are still students who are not doing internship. So whoever that actually put up your hand, you have the initiative. But what I would really like to look at for the soft skill is actually tenacity. Because when you do any job, sometimes it's not so easy. And we would want you to be constantly challenging yourself to not to give up and to ask questions, at the same time to ask yourself, how can I do better? What can I do more? What can I ask to be able to learn the next skill set, to be able to interact with the next leader? So here in NCS, we actually have coffee session. We call it breakfast meeting session with our leaders. And it's actually open for anyone to be able to sign up. So for example, you could also just log in and have a session with Sam or even with our head of HR to be able to interact with them and understand what do they do. And from there, get some life skills from them. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Lan. So tenacity. All right, tenacity is the magic formula that an enterprise employer like NCS is looking for. Thank you. May I also take on another of the audience question, yeah? And this one, I would appreciate employers' view as well, Ronnie and Lance. Now, work-life balance, okay? So what do you think is the estimated commitment or time commitment to succeed in the program for poly students? I think the question is asking about average, work day, that kind of time commitment for a learner in your typical work-study program. Yeah, Ronnie first.
We recognize that students, actually she's like a staff to me. There's no difference between another staff. But the difference here is that we allow her to go off earlier. And when there's exam leaves and things like that. So I think the more challenge is for the individual to know how to balance their time. I think from a student perspective, maybe they have a better light in how they can appreciate what the employer is doing. But for SkillsFuture Singapore, what we do is we work 5 days a week. No big deal, standard 44 hours. So on days when she goes to classes, she leaves earlier.
Maybe just to chime in, so in NCS, we have actually a cohort of staff that is actually called career manager. So you will be wondering, career manager, are they human resources? Okay, so they are actually based with the business unit to really make sure that who actually joins us on a work-study program has an opportunity to balance their work and their study. So the career manager actually guides them through from maybe if, let's say, they do feel that their work is getting a little bit more rigorous, they can actually speak to the career manager to understand that how do I plan my time better. And at the same time, the career manager, they're also there to make sure that the leaders are spending time with them to be able to make sure that they space out the work for them at the same time. So this is a guided approach from NCS is because we want to make sure that the hundreds that have actually joined us, earlier on you have seen Mr. Sam Liu has actually flashed. Today we have about 500 nucleus work-study individual with us. To have them with us at any one point of time is to make sure that they do not stop their course with us halfway through, because we really want to see them to be successful. And that work-life balance is not easy to maintain because, as he said, it's not for the faint-hearted. But to add on that word that I've actually said earlier on, the tenacity. So tenacity plus a good employer, plus an encouraging career manager, and also plus whatever you're going through in your life, it would mean that 5 years with us in terms of, 3 years with us with the Fusion program, 5 years with us with a nucleus program, you will be a master in IT soon.
Thank you so much, Lance. Yes, so in NCS, their full-time career managers actually help to coach and mentor the work-study learners. And Lance brought up a very, very important point. Can I have a show of hands? I need some energy here. The employers amongst us, can you just wave, please? Employers? 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 Yes, thank you so much for your support. Now, it's really very critical in the success of a work-study program for the 4 wins. The win for the learner, the win for the training partner, the institution, for the employer, and employer support is very, very important in coaching and guiding the work-study learners. And there's also a win for the family. Why do I say there's a win for a family? I see Lance nodding her head. Lance, would you want to expound on the fact about win for the family? Yeah.
Yep. I think just now Angel did mention financial support. So to look forward, when we actually work, it's not just to empower ourselves, it's also to be able to give back to our family with the financial blessing. So having said that, a work-study program gives you a market standard pay. It's actually not lower, it's actually pegged to the market. And on top of that, you still have a company that actually sponsored you with a no bond. Okay, the thing about no bond is not that you can walk away with it. It's because we want to make sure that you are the one that is committed to finish the whole program on your own. So we don't want you to keep looking at, oh, am I bonded, am I not bonded? So here, a work-study program actually gives you that financial support and the peace of mind that you don't have to be worried about funding the next module, the next semester. Here you're taken care of. You just have to stay focused in your work and your study, and at the same time look around and also support your fellow colleagues and your friends as well. Yeah, so family, for that, I think it's also important.
Thank you so much, Lance. Okay, so there is Mr. Fu that I have not asked any question yet, but before the event started, your boss told me that to ask you very, very hard questions. Yeah, so here I go. Mr. Fu is from SkillsFuture Singapore, yeah, and CE is here. So as the policy maker, Piao of the local adult learning sector, yeah, how do you see work-study programs evolving in the future? Because there are a lot of training providers amongst us. So your advice about how you see this space evolving and our roles evolving as well will be very useful for us in this space. Yes, Piao, please.
Okay, thanks very much for the question. So how do we see this evolving? I think there will be there'll be a couple of things that we see very important in the next phase. The first one is that we do need more employers to come on board. We want to actually groom, curate, and expand the pool of employers who are committed to this program, committed to your success. Because at the end of it, what you're looking out for is not just about the paper. What you're looking out for is, can I find an employer who's willing to give me a chance to support me in my journey to acquire new skills and is committed to my success? Because you can go out there, you can find another job, but the question is, if I want to aspire to a degree, if I want to move up in my career, will my employer be there to support me? I can tell you for sure that it's very difficult to do this journey alone, trying to upgrade, trying to go and study and juggle this time commitment. So I think if you are able to find employers who are equally committed to this, I think that's a very big win for this whole program. The second thing is that I think Sam has put it very, very eloquently in his address, is that the skills content will change. Many of the skills that we know today, what you picked up in the polytechnics or in school, a lot of it will be obsolete by the time you hit the market. So I think it's very important for us to actually keep pace to make sure that whatever we are imparting through the program is always refreshed. And this takes place not just at the Institutes of Higher Learning, but also at the workplace, which is why that in our next phase, we are focused on updating the curriculum and also working with the partners our employer partners to actually make sure that what they impart at the workplace reflects the market conditions, so that by the time you go into this program, you can be sure that what you're learning is relevant and up to date. So a couple of things, yeah.
Thank you so much, Beljo. Yeah, so that's a timely reminder for us. I'm looking at my CET counterparts in the second row, right? Ensuring that our programs remain relevant, and that is only made possible with the strong support of employers like NCS and some of the others who are here with us today. Yeah, so there's a very interesting question. Okay, and I can't help but look at it, and I will let the panelists have a go at this. Now, the question goes, based on the rising use of Gen AI and AI-related tools, okay, are the skills or the courses offered currently still relevant, as some of these may be replaced by AI? And I know Prof. Guan is raring to go because her specialty is in this area. Prof. Guan, please.
Yeah, just to share, I have been working on the Gen AI space for a while, and what I observe is at this capability that it's offering at this moment, it is very difficult to replace anybody at all. But it will be a very efficient assistant to help you do your coding, to help you do your daily content generation, for instance, if you're a marketing specialist or if you're a programmer. So it will speed up everything that you do if you are already an expert in your domain. But if you just want to go with the answers that is provided by the algo at this current point of time, it is very, very difficult. In fact, if you're a good student and you want to replace your answers with Gen AI generated answers, you could even get a lower grade as compared to you generating those answers. But if you want the Gen AI to help you correct some of the grammar mistakes or some of the errors that you make in writing, that's a perfect writing assistant. It could help you in many aspects of your work, but it cannot replace at the current point of time. And you need to learn how to work with Gen AI because it cannot be moved away, it cannot be taken away from the workplace, cannot be taken away from our learning anymore. So we need to be comfortable and we need to optimize our work processes with the help of Gen AI. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prof. Guan. Maybe we hear from Piao. Yeah, since this is SkillsFuture related.
So this is a very interesting topic for us because we ourselves at SkillsFuture are examining the use of generative AI. We see this as technology that can actually help do our work better. So one of the areas, okay, this is a sneak preview of what we are thinking of, which is with Gen AI, are we able to help an individual figure out what his skills are and what his skills can be put to use in a different job context? So if we are able to use Gen AI to give the answer just like that, then we will be able to empower more Singaporeans to actually navigate the whole landscape of employment and skills upgrading. So this is one of the users of the Gen AI that we think we are doing. But I think to take a step back, every employer out there is now examining the use of different technologies and figuring out, how do I use this to add value? And the question can't be, you can't use Gen AI to answer that question. You have to put your mind to it, and you got to ask yourself, what do you bring to the table? What is the core of your business? And how do I use the core skill sets of my employees? So as we look into that, we find that the most fundamental skill sets, communication, about critical thinking, analysis, these become even more important. And it's also very important to be even better at your domain, because the better you understand this, the more you are able to harness the use of generative AI. Yep.
Thanks, Beljo. Maybe we hear from Lance and Ronnie.
Right. So being a tech company, I think we have a lot of tools that's there for us. So generative AI is like ChatGPT is open for us to use. I think that actually enhances on a work-life balance, because the faster you do something, the quicker you get to the end of it. It actually allows you more time to think about what you want to do next. So that's something that I think in tech industry, we actually encourage everyone to keep learning. So in NCS, we have a team that is called Dojo. So Dojo is our learning and development team. What they do is they actually, host the different domains of learning. And if you do want to join us, and from there you can actually sign up to do different courses. So take, for example, I have a gentleman on my team. He actually graduated from data analytics. So he joined talent acquisition to do talent analytics with us. So he has actually signed up on some tech courses with Dojo to learn on how to actually build on different skill sets. So I think that is something that in a progressive employer like us, we can offer. Yep. So having said that, they're actually there to use any skill set that is generative AI to support them to work faster, to work more efficiently.
Thank you, Lance. Ronnie?
As a very old company, we are quite infant in terms of generative AI. At this moment now, actually, I'm asking my IT head to look into it to see how AI can help more people by, for a start, creating the awareness and what application, let them try it out. Yeah. So that part, I think AI definitely is good. I think what is more important, again, it's the communication skill. Like earlier on when I mentioned about asking a question, I'm not sure if Poly teaches them how to communicate.
Oh, for sure, Ronnie.
Okay. Apologies. So I think asking the right questions, asking in the right way, and I think just to pitch a little bit, later when you got a chance, please go and scan a career anchor. This is developed by MIT. Very nice questionnaire that I picked up along my MBA days. So I thought it's good for you to know what kind of jobs are suitable for you. Yeah. So that part where I talk about communication skill, I'm not sure whether generative AI can help to teach us more,
Yeah, thanks so much, Ronnie and the panelists. I think so far what we've been hearing from the panelists is that Gen AI is a support tool, but it cannot replace some of the critical core human skills. For instance, communication, for instance, tenacity, collaboration. It's at best a support tool at present moment. So back to the question earlier, sorry, the question went off, right? Are SkillsFuture programs still relevant? The person who asked this question, let me pose you an assignment. Who asked this question? Ding, 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 ding. Now nobody there to put up hand already, right? Wow, thank you. Wow, I love your courage. Can I have your name and the program that you're from? The school you're from? No, seriously, I really want to know you. Yes. Your name? Your name? Hi, Matthew. From where? Republic Poly. And which program are you from? Yes. Health management and promotion. Thank you so much. So definitely, the use of Gen AI is definitely in the health space. So let me pose you an assignment. And it's non-graded. All right, no participation marks, no distinction involved anyway, right? But let me pose you an assignment. Go to ChatGPT and prompt the bot and ask something to the effect, what are the skills that, you can't replace me on? Or what are the skills that you cannot teach human beings on, or you cannot do on behalf of human beings? Okay, so then after the event, you can share with me the answers. But likely you will find, I did that before, you will find that the list of skills and the list of expertise that the chatbot itself admit to not being able to replace us at this present moment are all the critical soft skills. And soft skills, although they are called soft, but the irony is this, if you don't have them, life becomes very hard. Laugh lah. Supposed to be a joke lah. Ayo, right? But this is really true. You hear from the panel here today, even from NCS, it is not about technical expertise because that can be trained, right? And you hear also from some of the other, like Ronnie and Piao Zhou. Piao Zhou started the day off saying, innovation, how can we value add? Right? And Prof. Grant talked about partnerships. So it's all about human element. And these soft skills, I'm so sorry, I haven't found a bot that can train me or better me in that area. Matthew, if you found one, please let me know, okay? All right? So to your question, definitely, the skills offered by SkillsFuture will definitely remain relevant, right? And even in the programs that are seemingly technical in nature, it is that intersperse of critical soft skills and technical skills that differentiates the performer versus perhaps the average. All right? I hope I've answered your question, Matthew. And then after the event, please let's have a chat on the assignment, okay? Your assignment outcome, yeah? Republic Poly, that would be Chun Hao, right? Yes, sir. Your CT director is here, must name him. Okay. Now, let me continue. We've heard about some of the questions from the floor. Maybe let's take another question from the floor. And this is a highly voted one. All right? It's almost like an elephant in the room that we really need to address, like burning question, But then if we don't address it well, the young learners amongst us, please know that your continuing education and training academy directors are all here. Second row to answer them better, okay? Must arrow my teammates. Okay, so the question goes, how does a certificate, maybe you can project that question, from work study stand against a full degree or diploma in the working world? All right, so that is the highly voted question. How does a work study cert stand against a full degree or diploma in the working world? So perhaps I could ask Lance first, right? Because Lance, NCS, Sam and Lance has got that full plethora, right? It's almost like you want, ITE for IT upgraders, you have for Poly, and you also have for degree holders. So let's hear from Lance.
Yep, we have through train. So it's the same, actually. You were saying that how does the cert from the work study stand against? It's the same. So take, for example, if you are a diploma holder, you will be pursuing a degree next, right? So taking that work study program with us, you could be walking away with a degree with SIT or University of Wollongong. So actually, it's the same degree that you'll be walking away from. So I don't think you need to compare. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Yes, Prof,
Okay,
please.
if I may add on, so I will see work study cert as part of the journey to your full diploma, your full degree. So it's the first part of the journey, and then you continue on, you will achieve your diploma, you achieve your degree, you achieve your master's, and I think we need not put them in comparison, but it's just part of the offerings that we put together for you. Yeah.
Thank you, Prof. Maybe Piao Zhou, you have anything to add from a policy angle? Your boss say must work you hard. So.
Okay, maybe speaking as an employer also. So I see a lot of people, they apply for jobs and all that. So I can tell you from my own experience where I sit as an employer, right? actually I don't really look at that piece of paper. What I look for is what qualities stand out when I talk to you. Do you give me a sense that you have a sense of purpose? Are you the sort who I can trust to do things? Are you committed to learning? And I can tell you that in the workplace, right, we stop asking the question about, hey, where do you graduate from? I mean, just for fun, but not to judge a person on how far he can go. In fact, most of it is about how do you perform in an assignment? How do you work across teams? Are you the kind of person who we can trust to bring a team together to work towards a goal? Those are the things that really matter in the workplace. We stop looking about, oh, he went from a top university, oh, he doesn't have a diploma over here. It's really about what do you bring to the table in the workplace. So I think that while we talk about earning a paper qualification over here, I want to be honest here and say that actually as an employer, that is just one of the many things that we look out for. In fact, we look out for a lot of intangible about what you as individual, how you interact with the rest of the team. So I think that just to give a bit of a perspective over here.
Thanks so much, Pelcho. So again, we are hearing from the panelists, it is at the heart of it, human skills, right? What do we bring to the table in order to collaborate, in order to communicate? I think Ronnie's earlier point is not so much about communication, but about, seeking feedback and giving feedback, right? And just to share an anecdote, for the young learners, I'm addressing the younger learners here amongst us. Recently, we had a dialogue with a provost of one of the local autonomous universities, a dialogue. And we asked him, what are you looking for in your selection of learners into the university? And this came from provost. He said, now if the learner, or the applicant is not able to show evidence or is not able to present himself or herself as one who is able to work with people or to collaborate in a multidisciplinary team to solve workplace challenges, then it is not a fit for the university. Now, this came from the provost himself, okay? And that's why the importance of soft skills, critical core skills, all right? While the work-study program, although the naming is pretty much technical in nature, but it is through the infusion or the workplace, at the workplace where you learn and you pick up technical skills, that's where the fusion of critical core skills with your teammates, with your supervisors, with your mentors take place. That is the critical piece. All right? Okay, now there's another highly voted question. I'm mindful that we have only 4 minutes and 36 seconds more. All right, there's a highly voted question here, and I must give it to the employers here. For the work-study program, is there still a 5-day work week? How would the work-study schedule be like in terms of the number of working days in a week? Ronnie?
Can I pass this question to Angel, her actual experience?
Yeah, sure, please. Yes.
Thank you.
So there will be a normal 5-day work week, but for days that I have school, which is 3 days a week, I will leave. I'll leave work earlier. Yeah. It's quite tough in terms of like having to rush to school and stuff, but it's manageable if you manage your time properly in terms of like school work and your normal work. Yeah.
Just to add on, we are still having 1 day work from home per week. We continue with that. Yeah.
So by and large, Angel, you observe a normal 5-day work week. It's just that some days you leave early for your program. How about from NCS? Yes.
Right. So we work 5 days a week. So for the work-study program, I think here it's about time management is key. So that's why we actually invest with the career manager, supporting them throughout. We do have hybrid, but it depends on the role that you play. So we have what we call home. Home, you work in NCS as NCS Hub. We also have playground. So at playground, they actually goes to our different client site. It could be at MAS, it could be at CPF, it could be at different client site. So that is for them when they shutter to plan their time a little bit better. But being an ICT firm, I think we have a lot of tech to rely on. So I think it's for them to be able to manage their time themselves and also consult with the leaders to see if, let's say, do they need a little bit more time off when it comes to the exam period, etc. But it is a work-study program. So I think the work itself is still the normal 5 days work week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lance. All right, so basically a work-study program is still observing a 5-day work week, right? But of course, the study element requires time commitment and definitely requires time management. And I'm going to say something, I'm going to make 2 points that may just rub the wrong side of the young learners here, okay? But I'm going to say it as it is, right? On the outlook at the workplace. First thing first, learning is useless if not applied. Okay? Learning is useless if not applied. And that's the beauty of work-study program, because you learn, you apply, and it reinforces your learning. Okay, so learning is useless if not applied. First thing first. Second thing is, you know, my kids at home also tell me, my eldest one is 23, second one is 20, an NS boy. And then they tell me, Mom, you know, work-life balance. It's very important, you know, work-life balance. But really, in this world right now that we are in, and some of us who have gone for overseas exposure or immersion in the neighboring countries, can I have a show of hands? Okay, still very few. Now, take a trip, if you have not yet. Go to the neighboring countries and view for yourself their interpretation of work-life balance. The hunger there in the neighboring countries, who will be our competitors, right, is more work-life integration. Right? There is really no like cutting line, 5 o'clock, that's it, you know, I'm going to, do my own things, right? And those are your competitors. Your competitors is not the person sitting next to your right and your left today, huh? Your competitors is seated somewhere virtually. All right, so this notion of work-life balance, I think it's timely we think about it as work-life integration. 12 seconds more, so last question, I'll leave it for Angel. I think a lot of you are getting a bit restless already, huh? Yeah, your break is coming, okay? But let's hear from Angel, all right? For aspiring work-study program learners, what advice would you give?
As you mentioned before, to seek feedback and to give feedback on what you think needs to be changed within like your work. And as for school, would be really to manage your time properly,
Thank you so much, Angel. Let's go around the panelists. You know, like what advice, what parting words would you give to aspiring work-study program learners?
Know what you really want. I think 16, 17 years old, my son is 20 plus, so I'm past that. But it's still difficult to understand them. I think you really need to know what you want. Unless you try it out, you won't know what you don't like. So be daring to go and seek what suits you best. You know, you're like, I give you an analogy, is you're like a puzzle of a very big puzzle. Find your place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. Find your place. Know what you want. All right. Know what brings you joy, right, Sam? Okay. Piao Zhou. Yeah.
So I think you have a very long journey ahead of you. You can take your time to actually figure out what you want to learn. But as a start, I think if you are embarking on a career, find a job, a company that gives you a chance to push you, to challenge you, because only through that challenge that you will learn how to grow. And I think that's the key, because you need to figure out how do you push yourself at this age to discover what you learn? We need to learn how to actually work with people. Thanks.
Thank you, Beljo. Lance, parting words.
Right, so I'm going to just add on to what Sam has said, which is to be joyful. So in NCS, we actually support our young learners and also the interns to have community celebration as well. So what we do is we bring them together, we put them together as a young leaders community for them to interact. So with that, they actually learn what they want to do next and they interact with each other. So what I hope to do here is to encourage you to interact more so that you are able to walk away with the learning opportunity.
Thank you, Lance. Prof?
Yeah, so I would like to encourage everyone to be resilient and don't be afraid to fall, don't be afraid to make mistakes. And you are all very, very young. You can learn from your mistakes. And so you can talk to your friends, you can talk to your supervisors, so you can learn from this journey and you have a long journey ahead.
Thank you so much, Prof. And I'll just like to leave this parting line with all our young learners here this morning. Learning is useless if not applied. And work-study program allows you to achieve both at the same time. And that's why the best of both worlds. With that, can you join me to thank the panelists? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd like to invite our panelists now to have a photograph. I'm going to leave you in the good hands of a photographer over there. Thank you very much. Once more, a round of applause to our panelists and to our wonderful moderator, Dr. Christy Chung. Thank you so much, everyone. That was a very heartfelt, very enlightening sharing session we had. Thank you. All right, now it gives me great pleasure to share with everyone a short video that highlights the various work-study pathways. This video also features the accounts and experiences of past and current students, as well as industry partners, as they share how the work-study programs have benefited them. Take it away.
Since its launch in 2015, the work-study pathway in Singapore is now a familiar learning and upgrading option among students and employers. Work-study programs are a key initiative under the National SkillsFuture movement to allow individuals to deepen their skills and knowledge through a work-study arrangement, building on what they have acquired in school. Today, the SkillsFuture work-study programs span over 30 sectors, with certificate, diploma, post-diploma, and degree courses.
In PSA, we take pride in guiding our staff navigate work challenges while providing them support for their continued development. The SkillsFuture Work-Study Program has met our staff's aspiration to pursue work and study.
It is the best way to focus on skills relevant to the company as well as the industry.
Our work-study graduates are willing to learn and adapt to different situational demands. Being young, they bring in fresh perspective, which we encourage and appreciate.
The work-study program is helping us develop the next batch of experts in aerospace engineering.
The work-study program has exposed me to the latest trends in managing facilities sustainably. I'm learning about low energy and green energy alternatives in class and out in the field.
My training in community optometry has provided me with the clinical skills and confidence to serve clients in a community. I specialize in the management of myopia, evaluating visual impairments of all age groups from the young to the elderly.
I have a pathway to pursue my interests fast. At NCS, I'm learning new technologies, and in the classroom, I'm learning new concepts and theories.
The
program has given me the opportunity to learn from one of the best in the business. At Raffles Hotel Singapore, my colleagues encourage me to ask questions to truly understand and learn the art of hospitality.
With hands-on work experience in PSA, I better understand what I learned in the work-study program. It has enabled me to apply the key concept to my work and motivates me to improve myself.
The work-study program actually gave me a big picture insight of how the port operates over and above my responsibilities.
My mentor has been generous in sharing his experience. He provided useful insights when I encounter work challenges.
Most employers value work experience. Being able to start work immediately while still learning is a win-win situation.
I'm getting on-the-job experience, workplace skills and competency. After I've graduated from my diploma, I actually have 3 years of experience in my profession already.
With a wide range of courses, the work-study pathway fulfills different aspirations and abilities of learners and upgraders.
I have a high NITEC in Civil and Structural Engineering Design. I joined Work Study Diploma to further upgrade my skills. I believe having deep skills is the best assurance for a long and fulfilling career.
Our work-study graduates are ready to take up assignments from day one because we train them.
Masira and I are in the logistics industry and it is evolving very quickly. My business studies program exposes me to the best practices in human capital management and it also helps me to attract and retain talent for the company. I'm taking a module in customer relations. I'm learning people management skills that I apply immediately at work when managing customer payments.
My industry is fast changing. The valuable work-study experience at Vantage Shipbrokers gives me a head start in my career.
I decided to do this specialist diploma in a cutting-edge field. The work-study program gave me the opportunity to study and stay connected to the latest developments in this field of bioengineering.
Since completing the program, I've been promoted and rotated to the talent management team. Work is ever changing, so it's about adapting, about learning, and about providing greater value so that I can remain relevant.
Our trainees have an integrated pathway that allows for a longer and more effective workplace learning.
Employers are key to realizing the goal of the work-study programs to build a future-ready workforce.
We view this work-study program as a kind of pay-forward spirit. And hopefully, in the future, this young will nurture the next generation when they become more senior and experienced in the workforce.
The program has supported our objectives to dedicate resources to train an individual to excel.
With ever-changing technological landscape and our consumer environment, the work-study experience keeps our labour force adaptable and competitive.
The work-study programs have also taken off because of support from families.
I wanted to know what the industry has to offer, so I decided to do the work-study program first before furthering my studies, and my parents are very supportive of my decision.
My parents are actually very supportive of me as I'm not only getting workplace experience, I'm getting paid as well.
My initial plans was to start work and then maybe further down the road look into a university degree. So when the work-study program came to me, I was like, why not?
Being specialized, you are able to get more in-depth knowledge and you're able to tap on your work experience at the same time.
The work-study program gives me hands-on professional skills so I can become an IT manager.
He needs to get himself exposed by going to the WSP course to dip his toes in the water first, to explore the market for the IT. If he feels like he is able to excel in that career, and when he takes his degree, he knows what he wants to do in future.
With strong collaboration among education institutions, training providers, and the industry, and with support from families, the SkillsFuture work-study programs will continue to grow under the next bound of SkillsFuture. Join us in this applied learning pathway towards skills mastery and fulfilling careers.
There you have it, the SkillsFuture work-study programs. There's something for everyone. I think there's a lot of testimonials being shared here, and you can find out more later after this when you go out to the physical booths and consult with the trainers as well as company representatives. Now, I'm gonna get you guys a little entertainment. We've been setting up the stage for a little special treat. Coming up with a special musical performance by some of our very, very talented students. So can I get you guys to show some support for NP Voices?
Hey, where's the drums? Ooh, oh. Let's go. Ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond. Didn't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style. And ooh, pretty baby, this world might have gone crazy. The way you save me, who could blame me when I just wanna make you smile? I wanna throw you like Michael. I wanna kiss you like Prince. Let's get on like Marvin Gaye, like Hathaway. Write a song for you like this. You're over my head, out of my mind. Thinking I was born in the wrong time. One of a kind, living in a world gone plastic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic.
4,000 roses, anything for you to notice. All the way to serenade you, doing it in natural style. I'ma pick you up in a Cadillac like a gentleman. Bring you glamour back, keep it real to real in the way I feel.
I wanna feel like Michael. I wanna kiss you like Prince. Let's get it on like Marvin Gaye, like Hathaway. Write a song for you like this. You're over my head, out of my mind. Thinking I was born in the wrong time. Love on rewind, everything is so throwback-ish. I like it how you're out of my league. Old school chic, like a movie star from the silver screen. One of a kind, living in a world gone plastic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're class and baby, you're sick. I never met a girl like you ever till you met. A star in the 40s and a foe in the 50s. Got me tripping out like 60s hippies. Queen in a discotheque. A 70s dream and an 80s best. Pepper, Beyonce, Marilyn, massive. Girl, you're timeless. Just so classic. Over my head, out of my mind. Thinking I was born in the wrong time. It's love on rewind. Everything's so throwback-ish. I kinda like it how you're out of my league. Old school chic, like a movie star from the silver screen. You're one of a kind, living a world gone plastic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic.
All right, show some love, NP Voices. What an amazing performance. Thank you so much. Okay, now this event is not over yet. I just want to remind everyone that there's quite a lot of things coming up. After this program, we have webinars coming up, 18 webinars. So I think for the students here, as well as those watching this live stream, some of you are still undecided on the work-study programs that you want to go for. There's quite a lot of information being presented in the webinars. You can just sign up, register, and check them out on Zoom. Also, we have physical booths right outside next door in Block 72. Lots and lots of booths from our company partners, as well as all the institutions that offer work-study programs. So please take the initiative to go on there and find out more. Also, I hear that some of the students are already very motivated. Some of you have your CVs and your resumes ready. So yes, feel free, start applying, drop them off. Okay, so I'm really happy to hear that there's some of you that are very, very psyched for this. Now, I'd like to invite everyone to do me a big favor. I only need 1 minute of your time, right? I'm going to be flashing up a QR code at the back here. And I would like to request everyone, please take 1 minute to do the survey for this event. Yes, I know. Just 1 minute, I promise, okay? Your feedback is very valuable. It's going to help us, as well as future organizers of the Work-Study Fair, to better improve this event to suit your needs and your preferences. So I really appreciate it. Once more, the QR code is right here. So as all you are doing the survey, I would once more, on behalf of the organizers, our CET Academy teammates, I would really like to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone for gracing us with your presence today. I know it's a very early morning. Your presence, your engagement, also to our SkillsFuture and our Polite representatives who have supported us and contributed to putting all of this together every step of the way. Thank you so much, everyone. Your support is really a testament to our commitment to personal and to career growth. Okay, so maybe just 1 or 2 minutes more while everyone just works on the survey. Okay, can I also invite our SSG CEOs, PCEOs, Deputy Principals, and DCOs to make your way to Block 72 next door. There will be a tour of the company booths for you, so can I please invite you to make your way out? I think my colleagues will be standing there to usher you to the company booths. Thank you very much. Okay, and then next up, can I invite our company representatives and our Polite representatives? You will be heading up to level 5. We have a networking reception for you. So please again follow my colleague Sarah. She's over there and she will be happy to lead you to the reception lounge.